And that can control the middle of the field against zone coverage, make sure he can catch the ball in traffic. And Baker, against this zone-dominated defense, as we're going to show you here, the tight end will be...
Laughlin to boot it away, and this will be a touchback to begin from the 25. Now look at the touchdown.
Yeah, so Carolina's playing what we call cover 3. Now a vacancy, a weak spot in that pieces to those linebackers. They flow so horizontal, it vacates that spot. And down there, it's got to happen right now for Baker Mayfield timing.
Better break on it. J.C. Horn has got to like midpoint it and squeeze.
Hurry. Just get it off. And the first carry to Rico Dowdle, who's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 95, 15-yard penalty, automatic.
A defense that right now has really struggled to really play the way in which they're accustomed to playing, and you see it there on your screen. The tensions are running high, but when you get a TFL...
Here's my thing with that. It's the first play of the game. Can we just give a warning to the guys? Like, that didn't look egregious from my angle. Can we just, hey guys, enough. That's first snap of the game. I know emotions are...
Dowdle again slipped on this soggy field as he tried to make a cut today.
Yeah, no question about it. This young man right here is the key for this offense, especially when you're talking about being able to make those 3 to 5 explosive plays down the field. He is
12. Chuba Hubbard is the back. Goes out into the pattern and gets it from Young. And unable to escape.
Defense, but this is kind of the world, Lou, where this defense has let this team down in the last month. Just these critical situations of third down. They get...
Four-man rush against Young, who steps up, delivers down the seam, incomplete. Put into traffic, trying to find Xavier.
Flatten that sucker off, almost like an in route. Think of an L or a 90-degree turn. You have to cross face of that safety. That's it.
Those little differences, Chris, make all the difference in the world.
Sam Martin boots it away, and in the soft grass, it'll bounce. It's Rashad White. The left side. Figuring if they're not going to stop the run any better.
Gets off, makes the play. That's what you're accustomed to seeing from these interior two between him and A'Shawn Robinson. They have got to hold it down in this too high dominated scheme.
I think Derek Brown.
You think so?
Yeah, no doubt.
Tough competition in the NFC for those spots. There's a catch made and hit immediately was Otten. He scored the touchdown. Katie?
We're selected, but I feel like I'm playing better. He said he was irritated when it was announced, but making the playoffs with his teammates is his only concern at this point. Defensive coordinator Adrian.
Great focus, a great deal of pride in his craft. For that opening drive, some things to clean up and pressure up the middle. Mayfield has to back off, but he finds Evans. A flag has brought the pressure from his safety position.
Pass interference, defense, number 26. The penalty is declined.
Contact, of course, Mike Evans spiked through it, but the throw by Baker, fading away from pressure, just perfectly placed to the Hall of Famer.
You see how he anticipated that.
White again, this time stacked up. So Carolina much better in this series dealing with
the line of scrimmage. That's what they got to do, Chris. You have got to get Baker in these second and third and longs. And then they got to figure out a way to get some pressure on the passer so these dynamic.
The protection's going right now, feeling pressure.
They don't bring it. And Mayfield checks it down here. Irving's got some space, runs through a tackle, and has a first down.
Guys, this is clicking through the progressions. He's going to start left, nope, 2, nope, 3, and then that quick reset to Bucky Irving. We talked about needing to get...
End around. They flip it to Tez Johnson, the speedy rookie. And he gets about 5 or 6 on break.
On a personnel changes, but Lewis and I have talked about Carolina wants to play that umbrella, that shell defense. So offensive coordinator Josh
Mayfield on the move, steps up, and gets a block, and it runs sideways and takes the shot at the end of the play for about.
Yeah, he was clearly in the white here. I think you're going to see on the replay. With Mike Jackson just trying to send a message.
In Carolina, it was Jackson and Baker going back and forth in that game.
I would just say this. He's one of those guys, Baker, you don't brings out the best of him. You heard Peter Schrager pregame ask him, you're made for these moments, and he said, yup, with a smile. And so I love Mike Jackson's physicality.
To tighten their coverage up.
On the move again. Mayfield scanning. Plenty of time. Flips it to the end zone. Diving attempt. Wide open was Payton.
Because Baker almost fumbles this snap. Watch him coming away from center. Almost fumbles it. Great job recovering it. Nothing there in this playground playmaking mode. Tries to throw back and just missed.
Panthers defense, though, it feels like it's happening pretty fast at the moment. They're spinning.
That's the guy they need to show up right there. Do anything with him. You see him there. He just takes the right guard, Dan Feeney, and says, get out of here. I need to make this tackle. And now here on third against Mike Jackson.
Mayfield still plenty of time on the move here. Scanning, retreating, and firing to the end zone.
To get his legs back, and they said that they expect him to be at his best in this game now that he doesn't have everything on him. But this is just a nice job of the Carolina secondary.
Yard attempts. And 2 possessions, 10 points for Tampa.
It is a great semifinal lineup.
Let's get down to Katie George. Early modifications to the footwear down there, Katie.
Yeah, Chris, you saw Rico training here consistently for the last 3 hours or so wet grass certainly a factor here early, guys.
Coach is always more worried about the footing than the
weather even greater.
Fake it to him. Young on the move. Flips it short and across the middle. And the catch is made.
First down, play action pass has to be part of their game plan. But that's a nice changeup by Dave Canales. Understanding, a little bit of self-scouting, what they like to do on first down, changing it up here on Todd Bowles.
There's a false start. Said he must be opportunistic. You have a chance like that. So coverage breaks down.
He's got to nail opportunities. When you have the opportunity.
Team that loves to run the ball on first down after the penalty on 1st and 15. Young screens it down to Mitchell Evans, the tight end, and weaves his way through
runs. That's the 3rd most in the NFL. Dave Canales' thought is, if I get 4.5, my whole playbook is open now. I can call from any part of my game call sheet. This should be a run. Tampa's so spread out on defense.
And it is Dowdle. Slows him down quickly, though.
Yeah, there's a lot at stake. Going to this 3rd down right now, this is a team that's ultra aggressive on 4th down for Carolina. Would not be surprised if they're already thinking 4th down Terry.
Out quickly, it's incomplete. Off the hands of Tetero McMillan.
In break, you're going to see it here. Got to put that ball on him. Maybe he can catch and run. These adverse conditions, you see none of these.
Clock winding down, and that's apparently the strategy here. Buccaneers didn't come close to complying with that.
And they're just off. Xavier Legette on the first one, I don't think he bends it hard enough. And then to Lewis's point, that slant route, Coach Canales is calling the slant route to football game.
Second punt for Sam Martin. It's high and short. It's a day to kind of avoid handling those punts. It really has picked up. This is Florida after all. Irving a first down carry into a clogged middle, picks up a few. Derek Brown made the play that time.
Old number 1, number 2. What's the front? Carolina will change your fronts, and how do you want to run the football versus them? Josh Grizzard, their offensive coordinator, doing a good job a couple weeks ago. Really have been so far today. Baker's doing a great job decision making.
Very respected corner, made the Pro Bowl again. Horned in. Chance that
was going to go from a run pass perspective is going to change. I mean, you just look at it visually. I mean, it is just like buckets coming down here. Most of these skill can snap properly and deliver the football accurately.
It's the second drop for Irving. Normally very short-handed. Mayfield from the pocket, delivers, strike, first down.
When the inside slant goes and takes that nickel, work outside to McMillan, little hesitation at the top of the route to freeze the corner, easy completion.
Look, if you're going to play off coverage, knows where they're going, you don't.
Otten, the tight end in the backfield, is a blocker. John White around the right side. Short game, that's Nick Scott.
They got to come downhill, and they've got to be sniper accurate as far as getting guys on the ground. Nick Scott right there going up against a back that is really good in this scheme in Rashad White.
2nd and 7. Mayfield buying time and just bounces it in the turf. Cade Otten was well covered. Peter, what do you have?
Guys, we're talking a veteran like that who's going without the gloves. You know it's coming down.
No question about it. I mean, this is This is unfamiliar territory for a lot of these guys without having gloves on. I mean, how many times do you see a skill player play with no gloves? And
7 on third. Mayfield has time. Down the middle, throws an interception. Picked off by Christian Roseboom. And Roseboom
of just gaining depth. That's the thing. Cushion it, play the sticks, understand we're going to play this thing top down in this zone coverage look, and then just read it out, and you're going to see him. Baker never is able to pick him up as he gets locked in on Emeka Ibuka.
You know, it's interesting. They cloud, what we call cloud coverage.
They brought in Roseman kind of as insurance at linebacker. He stepped up into a prominent role, makes a big play there, and now McMillan with the grab.
Lengthy and long, really good route runner. A little bit of pick there down in the red zone, running away from coverage. If you're going to get man, you want your guys offensively to run horizontal, get running.
Perhaps the offensive rookie of the year. He's the favorite for that award right now. Hubbard has to bounce it, runs out of a tackle.
Bounce. You don't want it to go vertical. You want to push it lateral. But here on this big third down, and look, it's going to be important on second down. It's going to be important for defenders.
See, it's been a struggle producing touchdowns on these red zone trips for the Panthers. Young flips it short, caught. Tremble, touchdown.
This is awesome. Watch Tremble, okay? He's going to come off the snap. Look at the hesitation.
The benefits of play action.
He sold it well, and the Buccaneers certainly bought it.
For Carolina, winning the division would obviously be an incredible accomplishment.
John Tucker lost the ball. Flag is out. Sorted out there in that soggy pile. Looked like the Panthers had grabbed it.
One of the things that Carolina right at even, it's always going to be a critical factor. You're seeing it play out already.
Buccaneers now signaling that they got the football back. Mighty struggle for this Tampa team.
They sure have.
In many phases.
Especially when you're talking about the coverage units in particular. But again, I mean, you can just see it here.
Figured out.
Tampa's got the football. After all that, I've not seen an official signal.
Our penalty from the spot of the foul is first down, Tampa Bay.
Very fortunate to avoid the turnover, but the penalty will back him up. The ball getting punched out.
There you see the block in the back. Again, another critical error. That time it's quarterback Josh Hayes committing the penalty. Special teams have been a big problem for this football.
Irving drilled. Aggressively coming up as Prince Uman Mielen, the rookie from Ole Miss.
As you see, the left guard Mike Jordan gets tripped up as he's trying to pull across the formation.
Yeah, Bobby Brown with that penetration knocks him off.
And that's exactly what you want. Negative.
But aggressive and run support too. The 2nd and 14 run. And Irving up, mixed in there.
Yeah, the decision making was just so on point. We started
third down situation.
They'll flip it short to White, Rashad White. Well, you throw a screen on 3rd and 10.
The line of scrimmage and running away. This is the counter to linebackers doing that. When you want to go up into the line of scrimmage, now you've turned your back. You can't see the football well anymore.
Central opportunity to reclaim momentum in this game. They dodged the turnover on the kickoff return, then convert a 3rd and 10. It's Irving.
One-on-one against Big Derek Brown. He's just so strong and so powerful. But you got to kind of have runs that kind of allow your running backs to kind of get some momentum going downhill.
Panther veterans who are hungry to change that scenario. White's in the flats. Again, able to get forward. Takes off.
Wrap this up today, guys.
That's $5 in the jar, Katie.
And you see the emphasis on this short passing game. I think that screen call on 3rd and long also had a lot to do. But understand that that's going to be the emphasis.
Mayfield in 3rd and 3. Pressure is picked up. Pump fake. He escapes. And Mayfield going to scoop for a first down. And
good job by Baker. I mean, he wants to throw it to his right. It's not there. There's ball fake. Pump. Get Uman Mielen up in the air. And then, once again, at times with his legs so far.
We're to 3rd and 10 on a screen. And then that scramble. Oh, collision there between Tucker and Mayfield.
Not a fumble.
Yeah, you could see Sean Tucker. He looked like he was running that like it was inside zone, like it was going to be a lot tighter track. You're absolutely
lying too much.
Mayfield just loses the handle, picks it up, still tries to make something happen. You can see this rain. Bobby Brown, third. Cannot really afford to lose guys in this defensive front. It's a pretty thin group.
You absolutely can. I mean,
obviously affecting both teams. I think the way that every team, your young players handle it, what's the plan, how do you play call, is it emphasized almost every circuit? And so I think that's going to be a huge emphasis for both of these teams. And then also for these equipment staffs, you know, trying to make sure that you're trying to keep a ball as dry as possible.
Off, which is a relief for Carolina fans. But in the meantime, 3rd and 16 for this Tampa offense.
it's got to play it top down, Chris. Just make